So, Paul, this devil was due, and it should have been aborted. Yes, I'm leading off with that.
I think that it was in the end, wasn't it? Going into it, we didn't have high hopes.
No. We didn't. But
I mean, it's probably exactly where I thought it was gonna land.
I think it landed lower than what I thought. But welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Projectionist Reviews. I have with me rather full house, but to my right we have the girl next door, Kim.
Yay!
That's Kim.
That's probably getting really annoying.
Yeah, people are gonna be like, "Damn it!" As soon as they hear that, already? Tune off. And across from Kim, we have.
I'm not
it's
even
the
drunk.
Soup. He's the Soup.
What? The Superhuman Aficionado.
How you doing, sir?
I'm good.
That's good. And we are here to review Devil's Due. And
then to my right.
Oh, I'm sorry. No, he didn't have a mic. I apologize.
Rude.
And to Paul's right, we have Steve.
Hello.
Hello, who is happy to join us tonight.
I doubt it.
Yeah, you can please skip over him. Now that everybody important has been introduced.
Okay. I tell you what, since we just started, Steve, do you want to explain what happened tonight, or do you want to save that for the podcast tomorrow? We can save it for tomorrow. Okay. But, well, you guys can tune in for the Threading and Dreading podcast.
It's like a cliffhanger. It's our first
Dun,
cliffhanger.
dun, dun.
But we're not sure if he was threading it or dreading it. We're not clear. What did he...
But we'll talk about that tomorrow. But let's actually get to the movie, which, frankly, I don't know what to say. I was just completely underwhelmed.
I know exactly what to say.
And
I just have one word for this movie. Predictable.
Exactly. Absolutely predictable.
I was going to say garbage, but I think it's the same word.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah. I was going to say one word, which is boring. I was bored for about 75% of this film. I mean, I've claimed that Paranormal Activity was boring sometimes, but at least they're talking about what's going on. And this, it's just baby showers, parties, and them just talking about bullshit. Nothing happened. Nothing fucking happened.
Except when she went Rougarou in the store. That was pretty awesome.
Yeah. Paul said it'll turn into Chronicle 2.
Yeah, when he lives in the woods. Crash!
By the way, if it turned into Chronicle 2, it might have actually had a decent shot at being good, but no, we're not going to do
that. Shows up. Peter's expendable.
I guess we'll give a brief synopsis of this, not too much to sum up, but it's basically you have a...
Rosemary's Baby.
Rosemary's Baby, yeah.
That's all you need. That's a summary.
Yes, come again next time.
Exactly. And we're done.
Yeah. For those people who have seen Rosemary's Baby, it's basically the newlywed couple who have just gone on a honeymoon. It's their last night, and they're in, I think, Dominican Republic or somewhere, Tahiti.
Wasn't Tahiti.
Matter.
It doesn't matter. They're in the ghetto somewhere else.
They get taken to the ghetto.
Because this cab driver takes them to what presumably is just like some sort of underground nightclub, but turns out to be like a back door to some like satanic cult where they drag this drunken couple away and basically impregnate the woman with the Antichrist.
I mean, in their defense, that is how we met Kim.
Really?
Yeah, like we threw her in the back of that van, and then we took her to that club.
The rape van.
The rape van, which we saw in the movie. That white van.
That fucking New York van.
With the door open, and the first thing I thought was, I bet that's the van.
Hey, Kim.
Help me.
See how she giggles and goes, "Oh, the rape van."
Oh, yeah. And then I explained it to
such
Steve,
fond
and he's like, what?
So they come home from their honeymoon, and a couple days later they discover, oh, I'm pregnant. Oh, when did that happen? I don't know. I've been on the pill. Oh, maybe I just got good sperm. Oh, what the fuck ever. We're pregnant.
It was totally not a couple days later. It was 7 weeks.
Yeah, I know. It was like.
Was it 7 weeks later?
They stated that it was that when they got the ultrasound that she was 7 weeks along.
Okay, all right.
He was
fair
like,
enough.
honeymoon, baby.
Okay. I'm
Because
sorry.
he thought he was like a fucking senior in college frat boy. He was throwing up gang symbols and shit.
Obviously, things don't go well. The ultrasound starts malfunctioning on it, and a new doctor comes in, and obviously it seems like he's in cahoots, and mysterious people start appearing outside the house, and
There was a giant fucking needle.
Yeah.
And she was like, get it out of me! And I'm like, she doesn't mean the needle. She means the thing. She means the baby.
Yeah.
Then she got a rattle with a blade in it. Yo.
Yeah.
Just don't back your car into her.
Oh,
Oh
my
man,
God.
that was in the trailer, so I knew that was coming.
Yeah.
Yo, and then she's like, "My hand hurts." You just punched the shit out of an SUV. You want to fight against an Escalade?
That's
Not
pretty
many people can say that.
except for like Ryu from Street Fighter.
Right.
Right. The only one.
She's like, "Shit, my hand. Fuck, it's bleeding." No shit, it's bleeding. You punched a car.
The one thing I'm glad they didn't do, although we don't know in the end, is they didn't kill off the dog. By the way, spoilers, but no one cares. But I'm glad they didn't kill off the dog, because that's the one movie sin you cannot commit. If you would have killed off the dog, I would have been all the more pissed.
Did you see the dog alive at the end?
No, I was just going to say they didn't visually kill off the dog.
The
But-
dog was barking at her stomach. And
Yeah.
You never saw
By the
dog
way-
again.
Yeah.
Am I the only one getting tired of that cliche of the dog always knows what's evil?
It's
And then
true.
everyone ignores him.
Well,
And everyone ignores the dog?
Oh well, yeah. Everybody ignores. I'm getting sick of them ignoring the dog. I
Yeah.
need
Yeah.
the next one of these.
I'm telling you
movies.
what, if Appa came in and was like had like a party of 20 and he would just start barking at one person constantly, I'm
I
like,
feel like you
okay,
should
get the
probably
fuck
leave.
out of my house.
You're out.
You should probably, even if it was like Robin. Like, Robin, I think it's time for you to go.
I think you brought something back from China, Robin.
I don't know. My dog barks at Paul all the time.
Yeah, but I mean,
Well,
you knew this going in. You were like, I think we should go out, and I was like, I should probably tell you I'm the spawn of Satan. And you were like, it's all right. You're a good kisser.
Oh my god. To say this movie was cliche or unpredictable is an understatement. I mean, it is literally a combination of Rosemary's Baby with Paranormal Activity. And at first it wasn't, but once they set up fucking cameras in the house, yeah, it's Paranormal Activity now. Because it's just fixed cameras.
I mean, and my biggest issue, even with that, now, like, I understood the logic behind it, like the devil cult wanted to watch.
Right.
Got it. But first off, if they were going to do the found footage thing, and I said this while we were there,
Right.
is that if there was going to be security system set up, it would have been really cool to see it the way they were seeing it.
Right.
So rather like, oh, now we're on this camera, now we're on that camera, now we're on this.
Oh,
if it
right,
was
right.
like all the cameras set up,
A-
so if
a
there were
quad
six,
setup, yeah.
if there were 6 cameras, so we could see all the screens, and yeah, you're only focused on one of them.
But there could still be like one or two things appearing in other ones.
Right.
Right. And that would be interesting to do. I would like that.
But
But
then beyond that, the other thing that I had an issue with was that what we were saying when we got back here was that it took them 8.5 months to ever look at the footage for their
Exactly.
fucking honeymoon.
Yeah.
And
What
this
the
weird
hell?
shit was happening, and she's like, I don't remember how we got back, and I'd have been like, let's check the tape.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Got a
let's take a look.
tape. You black out. Look at the tape.
yeah, now here's the thing. When I film something, even if it's something minute, like, the beach trip, or, a Florida trip, I check all my footage that night. And anything
But
I
we know
don't
what you're
need,
filming.
yeah. yeah.
Most of your filmings of Kim's ass.
Yes, but, that's beside the point.
I mean,
That hits the net immediately.
we've seen the unedited versions that
Great.
night when you're drunk and we're playing Kings. Look at this shot. Look, Robin's in it in the background. We're going to edit that out.
Girlnextdoor.com.
Oh.
I think that was a
28
movie.
reviews later, director's cut.
Yeah, it's the director's cut. It's just zoom ins on like on random parts of Kim.
But,
Wasn't this a zombie movie?
but, it took him 8.5 months to go back and look at your honeymoon video. Like, what the hell have you been doing? Not only that, but like you mentioned, the scene where you see like the baby like bump up really high on her chest. Did he not check that when he like came back into the room?
I would have fucking taken you right to an exorcism.
Exactly.
Then beyond that was that Kim and I were discussing when he sees what happened on the honeymoon, he has no reaction.
Right.
He just
He's
stares
just
at it.
like,
Just like, what?
Oh,
You just saw your.
Oh, let me
Yeah.
gape my mouth just a little
Yeah.
bit. I'm not going to say anything. I'm just going to be like, oh.
It's like you just saw your wife laid out on a slab
and then
for
fire.
the fucking devil.
Yeah.
You just saw all you shit started glowing, and then whoosh, I would have jumped backwards out through a window.
Yeah.
I think he liked it because he called a friend over to watch it with him.
He was like, yeah. You
Yo,
want to see?
check out this kinky shit that happened to my wife, bro.
Don't let anyone see this. Come here. I got something for you.
Yeah. Remember that one time? Yo, you want to watch my wife get possessed by the devil?
Oh, fucking shit, man. It's hot.
Yo, you remember that? Remember that Comedy Central show where that guy was fucking the demon? Yo, I'm doing it.
2 girls, 1 slab.
Terrible.
No.
God. But
That gets edited out. And then the thing where they like specify in the beginning, like, "Oh, you're a vegetarian, so we know this bitch is gonna get her meat on."
Oh, yeah.
Exactly.
If you weren't a vegetarian and then she went all crazy carnivore in the middle of the store,
Okay, and that still would have been weird even if she wasn't a vegetarian.
Right, exactly.
So why do you have to set that up for us? I hate that kind of stuff. Not only that, but some of the cliche lines in the beginning, like, you're filming like we're going to die. Oh, my God.
Oh, I know.
Shut your mouth. Shut your mouth.
this is our final day. Yeah, no shit, it's your final day, fucker, because you said that.
Oh, my God.
No, there was one part that creeped me out tonight, though.
What was that?
At the end, when everything gets throwing around and all that, and all the screaming, that creepy guy that walked in the theater behind us.
Oh, yes, exactly.
Oh, right.
Slurping noises,
And,
and he's
like,
sitting
kicking
there
his
by
teeth or
himself.
something.
Like, what the hell is going on?
I wasn't sure it was a slurping noise, and I'm like, we're what? No, not dirty, but we're in a horror movie. People are screaming. We're in the loudest point of this movie, and I just hear what sounded like a click, and I'm like, please don't turn around. Do not turn around. If this guy has a gun, I'm going to be so pissed, because I do not want to die during this shitty-ass movie.
There's like blood everywhere, and the guy's
Oh,
sucking
God.
his fingers. Like,
Oh.
Yeah, that was disturbing. I felt the same.
So yeah, the end of the movie was freaky, but it had nothing to do with the movie.
Fair
It
enough.
had to do with that fat, ugly black dude who just fucking appeared.
That was
Creepy as
weird.
shit.
And then I thought, like, I was leaning back
Oh,
and my
yes.
hair moved on the chair, and I thought someone pulled it.
Fondling it.
Oh my God!
he just comes up behind Kim. Oh my God, I'm so scared. I'm so scared.
He's sucking Tim's hair.
Okay.
Paul, stop licking my ear during the
That's
movie.
it.
That's not me.
20th Century Fox has hired people to go fully 3D immersive. They're like grabbing people and sucking on them and making slurping sounds. It's brilliant.
So does that mean they're going to start doing this in porn?
Oh my God. Oh.
Like theater
not go
porn,
there.
where people just come in, start grabbing and sucking. Oh my God, I feel like I'm really there.
Does theater porn even exist anymore?
I don't know, but I don't ever want to go to like the fully interactive like bondage one.
Oh God.
Somebody starts getting whipped. Shit, I gotta pee. I want to miss this part of the movie.
I like how we keep getting sidetracked from this film just because there's really nothing to talk about.
really
There
not.
really isn't. No,
Go ahead.
I was going to say, I do have one quote that really pissed me off by one Eli Roth, who you may know of, who said, well, give this movie a chance. And here's the exact quote. Don't prejudge Devil's Due because Rosemary's Baby is a, quote, holy grail, unquote, movie. It's so smart, creative, inventive, and fun. Very, very scary. The guys at Radio Silence, the directors, killed it. Devil's Due is a legit, scary, smart horror film. So many awesome scenes, I loved it. Eli Roth, fuck yourself. This is Rosemary's Baby. I didn't prejudge it going in, but I'm judging it now. It's Rosemary's Baby.
But I liked Rosemary's Baby.
No,
Yeah,
exactly.
Exactly. Yeah, so it's not. It's just a terrible version of
I'm not
Rosemary's
actually
Baby.
convinced that it was Zach's baby. I think that it was the devil's baby. I think that was Immaculate Conception.
What?
I was making a joke.
Oh.
Rosemary's Baby. I was like, sure as shit wasn't Zach's baby.
Oh, okay. Oh, sorry.
Zach wasn't in
You lost me for a second.
Wait, was that the dog?
What was the dog's name? It was probably like
With an
Max.
M. It's close.
I think they just forgot the dog at the end of the movie.
Yeah, they just forgot the
You know
dog.
what though? My first thought in the entire movie was, how do you piss off a golden retriever? Because he walks in and he's like growling at the guy.
Yeah.
I'm like, I've known quite a few golden retrievers and I've never seen one snarl.
No,
Yeah.
nor have I.
Like,
And if he lives there with him, why would he just be barking at him?
Yeah.
why did he climb up the fire escape?
It was really weird.
Yeah.
That was just bizarre.
And
I think they were trying to like give you like a twist, like, oh, this is some creepy guy.
I knew that wasn't going to
looking
be it,
in.
but
yeah, I know.
you know what I thought it was at first? If this had ended up being it, which it wasn't, but if it started off like fucking Poughkeepsie Tapes, and that's how she gets possessed somehow, that would have been an intriguing beginning. But of course, they cop out, and
What's
that's
a
not what-
Poughkeepsie?
It's well,
Poughkeepsie
Poughkeepsie's a
Tapes-
city, I
yeah.
think.
Now,
It's in New York.
Poughkeepsie Tapes is another found footage film, one that we should watch sometime, where the entire found footage is from the view of the killer. And it's actually really well done. Now,
So it's like Sinister?
yes, it's like Sinister, except it's the whole film. And
Right.
Okay.
it's like
All of
cops who have edited together all the films to show, like, like FBI agents to show
This
them.
is
in training.
Swedish, isn't it? It's like the goriest thing you're ever going to show me.
No, it's
No,
actually
no.
there's gore, but it's not that gory.
It's going to be like watching people completely bleed out.
And it's all real footage.
It's actually real.
It's not CGI at all.
You can
All
It's a
actors died
collection of
making this
snuff
movie.
films.
some of the footage looks like it was shot with a potato, but it's like really terrible quality. But
Are we talking like asteroid field potatoes or like a potato filmed it?
a potato film.
Oh, okay.
I thought you meant they
Potato
used a
bread.
potato as a camera.
Oh, it could have been that too. Yeah. Either way,
Anyway.
it was just shot really bad. But again, this killer obviously didn't have a really good camera. He was just going out and using it. But anyway, another time we'll talk about the Poughkeepsie tapes.
Yeah,
Now,
this-
I did want to bring up that the directors of this were actually Matt.
Apologetic.
They're white.
They're laughing on the way to the bank.
Yeah, pretty much. Now we're going to talk about that in a second, but the directors are Matt Benatelli and Tyler Gillett. Now you know them from their contribution on VHS. They,
Oh, okay.
they actually did the final scene in VHS.
I
where
haven't seen the
it's
final scene yet.
you haven't.
No, I didn't finish it because I watched the first 3 because I wanted to watch the whole thing with you.
So the directors of this directed the last sequence in VHS. Okay, which is a haunted house tale, and I could kind of
Oh,
see.
is that the one with the fucking windows and shit?
Yes.
That's the one
The
I wanted
hands
to
in like the
see.
walls.
Yeah, that was the one in the trailer. I wanted
Yeah,
to see that shit.
and that's the very last one in VHS, and I thought that one was pretty well done. And then you can tell there's kind of hints of that in this. So I don't think that these directors are incompetent. I just think they're kind of lazy. You know, this was really just a rehashing. And talking about laughing all the way to the bank, this film only had a budget of $7 million. It's already made $8.5 million. So everything from here on out is just profit.
You know
And
what really
that's
makes
the-
me mad at movies like this. I'm like, I work my ass off every fucking day, and I'll probably never see $7 million.
I know.
And this movie was worse than shits that I've taken.
Right.
Like I could have filmed myself defecating and made more legitimate dough.
I know.
And-
I think half the people I know who are writers probably could have done that, really. And I know, because here's the thing.
I
Found
really
footage,
have come up with better ideas while peeing.
Yeah.
I got some fantastic ideas when I'm peeing.
found footage films have become the new just cash cow for Hollywood. Because, for a few years there was inventive stuff. There was, started with Blair Witch Project or Cannibal Holocaust, if you will. But it got to, Paranormal Activity, and then before that there was stuff, like Cloverfield, which I loved, Wreck, Chronicle, obviously.
Chronicle and Cloverfield were the best.
Obviously, yes.
They were
But-
fantastic.
Obviously.
Obviously.
But
No
since
question.
then, it feels like this genre has just become watered down. Like in recent years, we've had Apollo 18,
I don't know what that
Chernobyl Diaries.
I heard that was scary as shit.
Chernobyl Diaries? No, that was fucking awful.
Was it?
That was one of the last films I saw when I was still at Movies 10. That was a piece of shit. Oh my god. Nothing happened. Nothing fucking happened.
Was it baby showers and all that crap?
Yes, it was baby showers and
And
all that crap.
parties.
Like tonight?
No. But,
Well, and then there was Quarantine 1 and 2.
right. Now, Quarantine, again, was a remake of Wreck. But the first...
Oh, right.
Yeah,
okay.
but the first Quarantine wasn't too bad. But
I
Quarantine
liked it.
2...
Deb was in it. Deb from Dexter.
Right. But again, Quarantine wasn't too bad, but the sequel went way off from what Rec 2 was, which pissed me off because Rec 2 was actually really good, but I digress. This genre has become really watered down. And what studios have realized is that you can produce these films for dirt cheap. Each Paranormal Activity film is only shot for like $3-4 million. The most they spend is on marketing. And that's what they're doing with these. They just say, oh, toss $5-6 million at a film and then shove it out there and the masses will see it. Because even if it tanks, they didn't spend that much money on it. But even if it makes double its profit, that's another quick $6-7 million for the studio. So they do not care. And I don't like that this is what this genre has turned into. I like the found footage genre, like you. I mean, I'll go out of my way to see some pieces of crap that are found footage just because I like found footage.
But they know that, and they're banking on us.
Yeah, so I think we're going to have to start figuring out, hey, which found footage ones do we have to go out and see, because I'm tired of this. I'm getting really tired of this.
Do you remember, Kim, when we had that friend who worked at the movie theater, and we didn't have to pay for movies?
Oh, right.
And we didn't have to waste money on bullshit
Right,
movies like
yeah.
this.
Right.
Yeah, I was
We
telling
weren't
Steve about
feeding
that.
into the
The propaganda.
studios, yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Man, he
That
was
was-
really selfish. I don't know whatever happened to him. He
Damn.
went off to get a big boy job. At some
Yeah,
fucking
he did.
Pompous.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Sorry. He
Telling
grew up.
Steve about that. Fucking bitch.
Seniors, you.
But, I mean, I got nothing else to really say about this. I mean, it's cliched through and through. There's nothing new with this. I was bored.
I would say the only slightest redeeming quality that I found in this was that they did not go and try to do an exorcist scene.
Yes.
Where they tried to exorcise the
Oh,
woman.
yeah.
That's because
or
they
the
killed the
baby.
priest.
Yeah.
Well, and he wasn't
Well, they
dead.
put his ass in the hospital.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I was like, oh, thank God.
Yeah,
because I hate those the most of all,
Yeah,
I think.
because that's another bad one. That's what The Devil Inside did.
Right.
Yeah, and Devil Inside just went that route. I was like, oh my God, stop this.
God, you're grabbing
And, you know, we were talking about earlier about how the dogs can always sense evil. You know who else can sense evil? Mexican maids. Because if you ever notice that in porno,
Yo, yes, the Mexican maid in the second one was like, no, I have to do my Mexican voodoo chant. And he's like, I'll fire you.
and like in this one, in Devil's Due, when he says, oh, we need a maid, I'm like, yes, you need a
Yeah,
maid.
you need a maid.
She'll fucking exercise that whole house for you.
She sure will. You better call Consuela. She's going to be like, you out of lemon pledge and sage. No, you get.
I need
can't-
more holy water.
Yeah. No, you bless. You bless. Have
right.
you seen my baby's teddy bear? Come get, bitch.
Anyway, let's get to our final ratings. I mean, not much to sum up, but we'll go around the room. Kim, would you like to start?
Okay. Well, it wasn't scary at all. The only
No.
scariest part was in real life.
Right.
Before and after.
Yeah, Steve had some trauma before and after.
Oh my.
He was like, I'm going to get shot somewhere. Details to follow.
So the theater
Yeah.
gets the worst rating.
Yes, exactly.
Oh.
Yeah, and Paul knocks the seats out in front of us.
Right.
They were already broken. Superhuman Aficionado becomes superhuman.
Paco smash.
That was fucking weird. Oh my God, I don't think these seats are supposed to look like this.
Anyway.
I hated it, so I'm probably just gonna have to give it a 1.
A 1.
One.
All right.
5 stars, baby.
The lowest of the low, a 1. Now, you can go
Okay,
half
give it a
star.
half.
You can go half star if you want. That's the lowest you can give is a half star. That's like the biohazard warning, like
I'll just
avoid
do
at all
1.
costs. Just a 1? Okay,
Yeah.
fair enough.
Sticking with it, dude. 5 stars. Yeah, we see this shit in 3D. What? No, they're gonna
Oh, God.
half a star.
Half a star. You're going to go that low?
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I didn't go in having high expectations. It was exactly what I thought it was going to be. It was complete bullshit. I mean, needed a date night. It was cool.
Okay, but even so, you're going to give it half a star. I mean, like, half a star is something that you just despise through to your core. Like, you hate it and you want to burn down the studio for it.
All right. 1 star, because it wasn't The Last Airbender.
Fine. Okay.
I didn't throw my phone out of
That's
it.
what I was gonna say. I know you've hated films more than this. So
I did throw my iPhone 3GS out of a well, it fell out of my pocket. But for story's sake, I threw it out of Kemper's Jeep.
Right.
That movie was so terrible. I was like, can we leave? Can we leave?
So
Steve?
I am Steve. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, it's a 1.
I'm sorry. I didn't think I'd get given the mic for.
Jesus Christ, Mike.
You
I'm
must
sorry.
hate Steve.
God
Yeah, I
damn.
think this is my last review.
No, you'll be back
First
tomorrow.
and last.
Steve, can you wait in the car? Just in the back seat.
I'm sorry.
In the
I'm
trunk.
sorry.
You can just lay it out on the truck. Make sure nobody
Well, look.
sees you.
I'm sorry. If he was giving a review, I would have given him a mic. All right. So 1 star from Steve.
1 star.
Okay. Well, I'm right with you guys. This was bland as fucking hell. I got really there was no enjoyment in this. There was no fun in this. Even in, like, so bad it turns around to be good. I didn't get that out of it. It wasn't even that bad. It
It wasn't Anaconda.
No, it wasn't Anaconda. So, yeah, I'm with you. It's 1 star.
So what we're saying, a collaborative 4 stars.
4,
there you
yeah.
go.
Oh, yeah.
There you go.
Yep.
Out of 20.
Well, when you put it like that.
Yeah. But, if you would ever contact a studio, they'd say something like that.
Yeah.
A combined 4 stars. They swing it some way like that.
What looks like a glimmer of hope in the movie, and they totally screw
Oh,
up
I hate that.
over and over again.
I know.
Yeah.
And that's
So
sometimes
it's worse than not having
Right,
a glimmer.
yeah.
right. If a movie is bad through and through, you kind of just grit and go with it. But then when there's like that little tiny bright part of hope where you're like, oh, this could turn into something good. And then it just goes right into the shitter. You're like, oh, great.
There were bright parts. Remember the symbol would glow? And then there was that explosion of fire.
Right.
There was that sunlight
Yeah.
through the window.
And then when the baby, his head was glowing, I was like, I don't think that's supposed to happen.
No.
Well, when she was munching down on that deer, I'm like, oh, is this something?
Oh, yeah.
No.
That's true.
I don't know. She yanked that kid up. That was pretty cool. That actually, you know what? I'll give it that. That park scene was probably the best fucking scene.
It was.
She TK'd the shit out of those
By the way,
kids.
but yeah, that came out of nowhere. I was like, what the hell are these
Spliced
kids
it from a
doing?
different movie.
She force blast that girl. That girl was just like, what the fuck are you doing? It was like something out of Force Unleashed. She was like, no. And then the one kid's like, oh, I'm running away. Oh, I'm running the other way.
I
And then
find
the one
your
kid's
lack
like, here's
of,
my car. And then he's like, whoa, I don't think I can fly.
I find your lack of literal faith disturbing. I'm sorry. I apologize for that.
I have no words for that.
Paul just starts trying
You
to
realize that at this point, when he says things like this, we judge you.
Yeah.
Because we've come to expect this. You choose to stay here. We go
That's
home.
not my choice.
Now we leave and she goes next door.
No, she leaves and she goes in the rape van next door. Don't you know?
If you need to escape, blink twice.
So thanks for
With both
tuning in,
eyes.
guys. I want to
I mean,
thank.
winking. Winking is one eye.
My boyfriend's just a pretty face.
I want to thank the girl next door for stopping by.
Okay.
Yeah. I want to thank.
Me for being captured.
Like she had a choice.
She didn't have
Get
a-
back in your cell. Do I have to wear the collar again?
Yeah. And I want to thank Superhuman Aficionado for coming by.
Yeah, I
wanna
mean, there
thank-
was some TK going on, so I had to be witness.
And thanks, Steve, for coming by. What did we say your alias was? Did we give him one?
It's
Spag.
Steve.
Spag. That was right. Spag.
That's his initials.
Right. Okay, well, thank you, Spag, for coming by.
I think it sounds like a dirty porn name, personally.
does.
I'm like, yeah. What'd you do last night? I got some spag. What?
It sounds like a. Never mind.
We'll be back next time for hopefully not another found footage film. Hopefully there'll be an inventive one coming out soon, but I just want to see a regular horror film now. Just something generic. Which, by the way, I don't know if you heard this, but they're turning Amityville Horror and Friday the 13th into found footage. I shit you not.
Amityville Horror found footage could be decent.
Yeah.
Like a present day Amityville Horror, except that at this point, Amityville Horror found footage would be Paranormal Activity.
It would.
With Ryan Reynolds.
Basically.
Yeah.
Which I'm fine with. I'm fine with seeing Ryan Reynolds shirtless anytime.
Yeah.
I'm good with that.
We're not going to
Yeah.
talk about that movie.
Like, I mean,
Or at least in like.
We'll
a
save that
wet
for an overdue
shirt.
review.
fucking Blade
Skin
Trinity,
tight.
where he's chained up, cut up, all bloody. I'm not sure why that turned me on so bad, but I was like, you. How you doing? He's like, fuck me sideways. I'll fuck you whichever way you
Oh,
are.
my God.
I don't even care.
Alrighty, thanks for tuning in,
that
ladies and
note.
gentlemen.
Good night.
Have a good night and take care.
We out.
Bye.